Captain Peter Cutsey, level at flight level 370, en route Muscat, Kuwait. This is part 2 of the engine fail drift down. We're going to summarize what we see here in the FCTM. I've numbered all the steps through to 14. I've added 1, recall items if required at this point in the profile. Before, of course, we would do a non-normal checklist. So that's recall items if required. Let's go ahead and fly the airplane and complete the items as per the FCTM. Engine failure, pilot flying, fly the airplane. Autopilot disconnected for some reason. Autothrottle disconnected, disengaged. N1 limit page. Call for con, pilot monitoring. We'll select con. And pilot flying, we'll select con thrust. Pilot monitoring, we'll select the engine out. Left engine out. And drift down speed 227 and drift down altitude 260. Pilot monitoring 227 on the airspeed. And the drift down altitude is flight level 261, 261. Pilot flying will select level change on the speed decaying. The speed has decayed. We are at the indicated speed. Level change has been selected. Con thrust is maintained. And if you notice, we have a very slight rate of descent as around 300 feet per minute to 500 feet per minute. We'll pause that. That procedure is reflected here in the FCTM. We selected to start with the pilot flying, who was the captain. Flew the airplane, applied trim, disconnected the autopilot, selected, called for con. First officer selected con on the limit, N1 limit page. The captain set the thrust, manually set the thrust. Then the selected engine out, the first officer did that. He was a pilot monitoring. And then he set the engine out altitude and the engine out drift down speed, and when the speed decayed, the pilot flying selected level change. So there you go. That's how it's done. And once that was completed, an ATC was contacted according to the profile here. And maintain con, accelerate to single engine, long range cruise, and determine the course of action, of course. Now remember, once you've come down to this point here to number 10, there were no recall items required. So then the next call would have been for the checklist engine failure, engine shutdown as you were drifting down. Thanks for watching.